Hey, you guys, and welcome to Living My Best Life in Ghana. I am Future, and this is my husband,
Power.
Power. So, we want to just give you an update. First of all, I just want to thank you all for subscribing. Our numbers are rising, our views are rising, and we're just excited because we're headed to 1,000 subscribers, fastly approaching. And please share and post us up so people can subscribe and see how U.S. Africans from Memphis, Tennessee, in America are living our best life in Ghana. Um, I want to give a special shout out to the person that provided me with these earrings, my sister Rashawn. Rashana Fashions in Memphis, Tennessee. You can check her out. She is on Instagram. I think it's Rishona, Rashana Fashions. And also to my brother in Cali, Roshide, for my nice piece that he made by hand. And I have been having it ever since. I love this piece. It reminds me of Public Enemy. And it's one of my best show offs because I love my jewelry, as you can see. And so,
Wait a minute, I gotta give my shouts out to my people.
okay, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to give shouts out to my Cali family, Jalon,
Octavia.
the Barber, Octavia,
Yep.
Zion, Justice, Hannah, Uncle Power, love y'all, love your brother, love your sister. Just want to give shouts out to y'all from this side, so everybody I know y'all names. You know what I'm saying?
And we also want to tell y'all to start leaving us your names in
And
the
where you
comment
from.
and where you from.
Yeah.
And each video we do, we're gonna make a list and start shouting out our people that's watching us and that's subscribing to us and that's sharing our videos and that's helping us get the word out, because our people really need to see Africa for what it really is, our motherland for who it really is, the land of our ancestors, that we deserve to have a place of refuge, escape plan from all the madness that's going on around the world in the U.S. Not saying that Africa is perfect, but we are at home and we are willing to work out whatever problems that we have and that we come upon. We are willing to be a part of the change. So we're just happy that we are able to do so and that we are able to set our minds in a way where we're not caught up in mental slavery no longer. We are basically trying our best to expand our minds to let us know that we can live just as comfortable or even more comfortable doing way more things with no glass ceilings, no red tape. You can do it all right here in the land of our ancestors, motherland. So, we're going to start with update of the COVID-19, which is coronavirus. 2019 broke down into COVID-19. And some people call it Rona, Corona, her, she, the virus, whatever. But I feel like it's heavily overrated. But I know that people died, way more people died during the crack epidemic daily. And nobody shut the whole world down for this. And I know it's not affecting as many of us as it is Europeans and Chinese. And yeah, the Chinese are responsible. I feel like they are responsible for the filthiness and nastiness and the Chinese restaurants and all of that. And as well as the Europeans that's harboring the disease and they're going around willfully spreading it, and the Chinese that's running away from China and going to different countries and spreading it, and they know they're carriers. I don't think that's cool. If you ask me, I think that we should expel all of them from all other countries because they're the one carrying it and spreading it around and making it seem like Africa and Ghana has all these cases of COVID-19, and it's just not true.
It's not true. It's not true, y'all. Because like the climate here in Ghana is pretty much the people here are they're really abiding by the regulations and the guidelines that the government is laying out for them.
Yes.
And it's very commendable if you ask me, because like every store you go into here, like in the malls, even down to MTN. MTN is the one of the mobile network services here that you have offices. You can go and get your upgrades, your phones, your minutes for your phone, and the whole 9 yards. But at MTN, what MTN has started doing is they're only letting a few people in the store at a time. You come in, you get your service, they take care of you, and you're right back outside the door. So like with the
don't
precaution,
forget the hand washing station.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. And the hand washing stations is amazing. Like, and it's just like it happened overnight. Like this, you popped up, you got a nice hand washing station. You can go. A person gonna give you your soap, or if you can't just access the soap by yourself, you get your soap. And after you wash your hands, you get your sanitizer. And even some places provide you with gloves before you even go into the store to do your shopping in mask. So I mean, it's really commendable. And all the reports that you be hearing, people like, what will Africa do? And I just read the title of an article on the Guardian on the internet, and it said that Western countries need to dig deep in their pockets to help the continent of Africa out with the COVID-19. Y'all need to get your own respirators and ventilators and whatever's going on over there.
Get y'all things together over there.
Because people here, I mean, you have a few cases, like I said, and they're only reporting the case that you see in Africa as Africa. But they're not telling you it's the Lebanese here, that one man here in Ghana, was supposed to have been 2 deaths here so far in Ghana. One was supposed to be a Lebanese guy, and one was another, I think he was a Nigerian cat. I thought he was Ghanaian, but I think my wife told me that he was
I don't think he was
Nigerian. But he had a pre-existing rare disease,
grave disease
that he was going to expire from eventually anyway.
But he had just had a surgery.
Yeah, and he had just had
He
a
just
surgery.
had
So
surgery, and so it was difficulties from his surgery. And the Lebanese dude that passed, they said, his family said he didn't have no COVID-19.
Exactly.
So they're just making up stuff as they go, and we are really tired of everybody trying to give Africa a bad rap. Right now, Africa is clear. People are moving. Precautions are being made.
yeah,
I don't feel like I'm in any danger. I feel more nervous for my people back in the United States than anything because of how the developments are really happening. And it seems like it's a lot of false
misinformation. But let me say this about where we are in the situation with Africa. They're discussing now here in Ghana about the lockdown situation here in Ghana. But the president, Akufo-Addo, his position is that how do you lock down all of these people? Because a lot of people here live hand to mouth. They live day to day. What I mean by hand to mouth, I don't mean in a poverty like situation, but you have people that are street vendors, and that's how they make their money. You have a lot of taxi drivers and trotros, and like the little vans, public transportation that we go to. So tomorrow, today is Friday, tomorrow is Saturday, so supposedly tomorrow they're supposed to be shutting down the public transportation system, which would be the trotros, the taxis, the Uber, Boat, Yago, those are other transportation services that they have around other than just Uber. So, which will clear the streets, because most of the traffic that's here in Ghana is trotro traffic and taxi traffic. And that's the main means of transportation that people use to get around. So it's interesting. Like I say, I have been seeing the other day, I noticed armed police at some of the trotro stops, and I was like, okay, you know, what's happening with this? And so when I got back to the house, I started talking to a couple of my friends around, and they were telling me that they're going to try to implement shutting down the public transportation. which is fine. I mean, because I mean, you have to do something to stop if it is a so-called disease, which I'm not doubting. It's something going on, but I know where it's coming from and what it's implemented on, and how vague people are being about the demographics of the disease, the deaths. They don't show who's dying or
They
the
always
age.
showing the coffins.
Right, they're showing a bunch of
Everybody
coffins.
is showing all the coffins. They're not really showing the people. So it's like a lot of questions that when you're a revolutionary, you think about, you know what I'm saying, they look like they're using a lot of stock images.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not real images. Then you're seeing the same images on different stations, you know what I'm saying, of stock images related to other stories. And it's like, it's just really up in the air. And I really don't like it at all. So y'all keep your ears open, keep your eyes open. You know, question everything. Don't believe nothing. Question everything. Do your own research. Come up, use common sense and your intuition, you know, along with your spiritual self to make decisions. And don't fall for the okie doke with making us nervous and fearful and, you know, all that stuff. I think that is really just ludicrous.
Because you fall susceptible to it. People call it cabin fever when you be locked in a particular place for any amount of time, and things like that. But you know, even myself, sometimes I feel myself getting anxious about the situation because I have family that's there in the States. You know what I'm saying? My mother, my father, my children. Then I have 2 more grandchildren that's there in the whole 9 yards. And sometimes I feel not bad, but I feel kind of anxious about it. I feel like I should be there protecting them or doing what I can, but I'm over here, so I know I just got to follow the road that the ancestors and the Creator put me on. I know God got me and my wife and got us over here, but it's still just that innate wanting to be there and be hands-on with everything. So once again, y'all protect yourself, get your herbs, and do everything. Matter of fact, let me give y'all a couple of herbs. Can we give them a couple of herbs to help to keep the immune system up? Things like that. Elderberry. Number 1, get you some elderberry. When you use the elderberry, you can get either the berry form or if you had a powder form that they make it in. Even if you had the berries, put the berries in boiling water. Let the water boil. Put your berries on the inside. Put your top on it. Let it sit. Let it sit until it gets nice and dark. And everybody can do it. You can put honey inside if you want to, or you can just drink it like it is. Ginger is another one. Ginger is very good for inflammation. It's good for infection, and the whole 9 yard, viruses as well, and keeping your lungs clear. Mullein is another one that's good for your lungs. Comfrey is another one that's good for your lungs and your respiratory system. So we want to make sure you stay on top of all that and stay hydrated. Not drinks, not Kool-Aid, not sodas, not none of that. Right now, you should be treating your food as a straight up medicine. That's how you should be moving right here along in this period, y'all. Treat your food like medicine. Watch your Dr. Sabi. Why? Since we at home anyway, everybody at the crib, watch Dr. Sabi. Rest in peace to my master teacher, Dr. Africa, with whom I got certified from and took his course in learning. So we have to take all of those procedures. They laid it out before us a long time ago. Even the Queen of Foods and things like that. So pull them books out. Reflect and yeah, go ahead.
Sea moss, bladder. You know, Dr. Sabi didn't play about that sea moss and that bladder. Whatever you got going on, clear it up. And another thing Dr. Sabi always stressed a lot about is fasting.
Yeah.
Fasting. And go use this time to cleanse your body. Fasting and cleansing, take your detox herbs. Since you're going to be at home days and days, get you a lot of rest. Because a lot of our people, they run their body so much. You run your body down and you don't have a chance to rest. And I know you don't want to be at home. And I know you want to make some money and all of that stuff. And don't worry about things. Please don't. Don't stress out about nothing. Whatever you cannot control, just let it flow. Be relaxed. Get your rest. Fast for at least 3 days, 3 to 5 days. Dr. Saber said you can turn things around. Any type of ailments that you have, you can turn it around if you fast for about 5 to 7 days.
Right.
You know, juice everything. Eat plenty of fruit. I was told that in the States that the fruits and vegetables and the herbs are still in the stores and all the bad stuff is gone off the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Go get that stuff while you can.
Yes, while you
get
can.
it while you can. This is another point, another tip. Move now while you can. Even though I have been hearing the T45, the T45 telling people that we're gonna open the country back up in a couple of weeks. So I mean, you better use this up here.
Make sure you
Stay at the
stock
idiot
up
box.
everything. We already did a video. If you didn't see it, please go back and watch
Yeah,
our
watch it again.
intensive video that we did about preparedness and being ready. You know what I'm saying? And look at as many videos as you can to help inspire you to turn things around and open up options for yourself and disconnect from the matrix and the system as we know it, so that we can come home in a mass exodus back to the homeland, the land of our ancestors, Mother Africa. Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.